Hi everyone, this is Ashwarya here from SecondMarket Public Affairs, and joining me today is Caryn Feinberg, Senior Vice President. Caryn, in addition to being a Senior Vice President here, you're also leading SecondMarket's newest endeavor, our exciting launch of a pilot program for private community banks. Let's start with you telling us a little bit more about why SecondMarket is getting into this new market.
Sure. Well, we've had great success with the private company business, and that's basically been focused on venture-backed companies. Well, we went out and looked to see what other types of private companies would find a liquidity program of interest. And in our exploration, community banks came up as one of the names, and we went to talk to the associations and the banks and actually some of their trusted advisors like lawyers and accountants. And across the board, we were hearing that this is something that community banks could really use to facilitate liquidity in their shares.
So has this existed before?
Not in the way we do it. We work with the banks and we give them the controls, and we keep the market private for the shares, and that's something that's really different and beneficial to the banks and their shareholders.
Tell us a little bit more about the benefits for the banks to get this interim liquidity in the first place. And then tell us about why a bank would want to use SecondMarket particularly.
Sure. Well, over the years, I think there's been a buildup of some interest by the shareholders to have a place where they can go to transfer the shares. Right now, it's being done by the C-level executives of the community banks, and they really want to focus on their core business. And so this is what SecondMarket's offering is really taking this off their plate, reducing the burden for them, and also using our specialists and expertise to help them trade private shares, which can be challenging. And then in addition, a lot of the banks are looking to raise primary capital. And in order to do that, often the investors that want to get into the primary raise want to know how they're going to get out. And this liquidity program is an opportunity to tell them how they can get out of their shares.
Can you go into detail about the shareholders of this bank stock?
Yeah, there's about 7,500 community banks in the United States, and they're actually basically shareholders of the community. They're often founded by people, businessmen, and families within the communities, and they've remained shareholders from community members. And over the years, there's actually been some institutions that have also gotten into becoming shareholders of these banks.
And then what about the investors? What sorts of investors are interested in, buying private bank stock?
Yeah, well, with 6,000 private banks, you're going to find banks that serve almost every investment objective that I can think about out there. But more specifically, I think one of the things that community banks and private community banks can bring to an investor is the idea of getting exposure to a local economy in the U.S. So if you think about what community banks do, they're serving that local economy. So they're helping the local business people, and they're working with the retail people, giving them mortgages, helping build businesses, helping lend money to those that need it.
That's great, Caryn. Well, this is Ashwarya signing off, and thanks again, Caryn.
Take care.